Welcome to Journaling 101. I'm Cindy Cunningham, and in this presentation, we're going to find out what is a journal, the types of journals we can do by hand, the barriers to journaling, the do's and don'ts to build the habits of journaling, the alternative art journals and resources for learning how to create them, and where to get that first journal to get you started. If you're ready, click on the arrow on the bottom and let's begin this journaling journey. Before we get into the material, here is the table of contents of what we'll be covering. Now you'll notice that there's a blue underline to show that each subject is hyperlinked. So if there's just an area you would like to go to directly, feel free to click on that hyperlink. Otherwise, click on the arrow down at the bottom and let's begin. So what is a journal? Well, first of all, a journal is a written expression of yourself. What does that mean? It means that you're in the moment, that you're writing down exactly how you feel. Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you need to work out some frustration and find out what that source really is and how you can move past it? Well, a journal's a great place to do that. It's also a place to put in your inspirations. For instance, if you have a thought about a novel that you'd like to write it down in your journal. Or maybe you've got the idea of an image in your head for that picture you've wanted to draw or paint all your life. A journal is the perfect place to do that. It also is a reflection of your life. You can write about your day. You can reflect on what you're doing, what you'd like to do, and maybe the path that will get you there. You can also dig deeper in an area of interest. What's your passion? Do you have a hobby you'd like to learn something more about? Well, maybe if you put your thoughts down on paper, it's going to direct you into how you can get better at it, how you can master something that you're really interested in. Teachers often do this with their students, giving them a topic to journal on so that they can use higher thought processes to learn more about a topic and to see how it relates to their lives. Different people prefer different types of journals. There are those who like the traditional diary with a place to write the date and a few lines about their day. Other people prefer beautiful books that don't limit you by the date, but you can go on for page and page and page. Other people prefer art pads because they don't like the linear restrictions of lines on the page, and they like to be able to express themselves anywhere on that page. Other people like index cards, 3 by 5 or 4 by 6 are terrific because they limit how much you can write, but you're still getting yourself into that journaling habit. While many people would like to embrace journaling, there are some barriers that we need to address. First of all, there's fear of the empty page. Nothing can be more daunting than that blank page in front of you and worrying that you're going to mess it up or what you write just isn't going to be good enough. Also, there's time. Other things take priority, and then you find out you don't have time in the morning or you're too tired at night. Or maybe you've committed too much into the process. You've decided you're going to journal 3 pages a day, and when you realize that you don't have the energy to do 3 pages, then you just decide not to do it at all. Maybe it's the journal itself. Is it comfortable or is it hard to write? Also, who will be reading it? That's a huge problem when people are more worried about the audience than they are about in expressing themselves freely and honestly. Before you begin the process of journaling, there are some do's and don'ts that are going to help you in building that journaling habit. So you might want to consider these things. First, the do's. Find a journal that you like, something that invites you to write, and make sure it's comfortable to write in. And by the way, find a pen that you like as well. You're going to be having some time with that pen, and you want it comfortable in your hand and the ink to flow. Also, commit to a workable schedule. Don't try to do too much at one time. Maybe you can only write a page today and then build up to writing 3 to 4 pages a day later. Maybe you need to consider the size of the lines in your journal as well. If it slows you down, it might not work in your schedule. Also, turn off your inner editor. This is huge because no one is going to be sitting there editing your journal. No one's going to cross out the bad spelling. No one's going to say that you're using bad grammar. That's not usually the purpose of a journal. A journal is to express ideas. Anything you want to take outside the journal, you'll want to edit. You'll want to polish. You can scribble in your journal if you want to. It's your journal. Now that we've covered the do's of the journaling habit, let's talk about the things that might discourage you from that journaling habit. The don'ts. In the first place, it's not a biography. You're not writing in a timeline. You're not writing for another person, and it's not a school assignment. Also, there is no editor, so stop worrying about that grammar. Stop worrying about that the paragraphs make sense. This is about your thought processes and what you want to work out on paper. Your audience is you. If you're writing for someone else, you're not being authentic and you're not using it to the best of its potential. Easy does it. Don't overcommit that schedule and don't try to make too much out of your journaling. In other words, don't try to write too much and don't think that you're going to do it for hours at a time when you're first starting out. There's that scary blank page, but that scary blank page is really your playground. So have fun with it. One popular form of journaling is art journals. If you're not comfortable with the writing process, you may want to express yourself through images. This is a multimedia process. Any form of art supply can be used, whether it's colored pencils, crayons, markers, stamps, collage, graphical words that you cut out of a magazine. You can glue it all together and make one beautiful piece that expresses your inner thought life. People enjoy blending of colors and layering of textures, drawing the hand across the page. These have become a form of meditation for many people who practice art journaling. If you decide that art journaling is the way to go, there are a lot of resources out there to get you up and running. First of all, there's books that you can find at Barnes& and Noble or Books A Million, as well as on the websites like Amazon and eBay and other book resellers. There are also lots of websites on your search engines like Google. Just type in Introduction to Art Journaling and you'll be amazed at how many hits you get. Also, there are a lot of instructional videos on YouTube. If you click on this link, it will take you to a page of many of those instructional videos, and you can browse through them and see which instructor you like and who keeps your interest. No matter which path you decide to take on your journaling journey, there are a lot of wonderful places to go to find that perfect journal to get you started. Bookstores offer the widest variety of journals, from very simple to very extravagant. There are also some that will have writing prompts in case you want to have a little extra boost in knowing what to write from day to day. Off-price department stores like Ross and TJ Maxx and Burlington also offer some beautiful journals. Just be careful with the paper. They're great as far as your budget's concerned, but if the paper's not comfortable to write on, you're not doing yourself any favors. Just find one that you really enjoy. Art supply stores also have a wide variety of papers that you can use in their journals. They also offer a terrific variety in the areas of pens. Try different ones and see which one fits best in your hand. Big box department stores like Target and Walmart also have trendier journals that will be available. Again, check the quality of the paper, and they might have the less expensive pens. Find the one that fits best in your hand. Finally, there are office supply stores. A lot of their journals are a little more structured, but they can keep you on track. They can also offer you some calendars and other organizational tools that might make journaling a little easier. If you have thoughts or questions regarding your journaling journey, please feel free to share them with me at this email address, cynthia.cunningham.co@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching. This concludes this presentation on Journaling 101. If you'd like to learn more about the artists who took some of the images in this, you may click on the next slide and there are links to their websites on Flickr. Have a great day and keep journaling.